Good day. This is another time we want to come together to discuss. The other time, don't forget, I said something about mother-in-law and the wife. We want to look into some things there. Most time when you look at the father-in-law with the wife, they don't normally have a much problem. It is very scanty. If there's going to be problem within the father-in-law and the wife of his son. But most time, we have a lot of cases that required mother-in-law and the wife. And this is what you want to look into. Why does that normally happen? First and foremost, as a wife, we have a lot of women that does not even want to meet the mother-in-law at home. They expect the mother-in-law to have died even before they come in. That is the mind of some women. We have a lot of things that associate within the mother-in-law and the wife that is coming in. As a wife, why you are coming in and you know you have a mother-in-law, first and foremost, what you need to have at the back of your mind simply is that your mother-in-law is your mother. Pick the woman that way. If you pick the woman as your mother and you put her in position of your mother, that one will create a mutual relationship, a good relationship within you and the woman. Even if the woman happens to be a wicked person, by the time you generate that attitude, create a very good relationship with the woman, with prayer, things will be okay. But you are saying that the woman is a bad person, and anytime the woman eventually come to the house of her son, there will be a problem. At a start, the man may not bother. That is your husband. The husband may not bother at a particular time, especially at the beginning. He's not going to look towards that side much. But by the time the relationship continues to grow and you are into your own family, nursing children, if you are not very careful, that may lead to problem in the relationship. Because it will get to a particular time, the man want to come to you and say that, are you saying that my mother should not come in? Or are you saying that my mother should not come home? And by the time the man begin to have that in his mind, problem is coming gradually. This is why we need to look into it very, very well. So as a lady, as a wife, look into what you can do. Create a very good relationship with your mother-in-law. Whatever it takes, just try by all means to give it to her. And when you do that, the return is still coming back to you. That shows that you are planting the very good seed, which at the end of the day, you are still coming back to harvest, whatever. So create that good relationship within you and your mother-in-law. Like I have said, that the father-in-law does not have much problem. You know, men, there are certain things we don't want to look towards. We don't even want to look towards that side. But in case of our mother, the mother wants to look into that side. Another thing that normally happens is that when you marry to that your husband and his mother, the woman is still seeing your husband as a baby. The woman is still seeing that your husband as a child. At times, the woman may want to relate, that your mother may want to relate, very funny, to your husband. So you don't see it as if the woman is going through her boundary, beyond her boundary. See it as if a right footing to do. Most time the woman may just come and begin to look into so many things in the house. But as a wife, it is your responsibility to remove your eyes. If you want to see everything, you want to look into everything, there can be problem in the relationship, and eventually it's going to affect you, affect the family as a whole. These are reasons why we need to look into that one very well. The woman is seeing her son as a baby. I want to handle him as a baby. But you, as a wife, you are seeing your wife as a man. You are not seeing your wife as a baby, but you are seeing your wife as your husband as a man. But in the case of the woman is looking at the husband as a baby. He want to relate at times. There are so many questions the woman may want to be asking from your husband. So this is why we need to look into it and make sure that you create a very good relationship with your mother-in-law. When you create that relationship, if there's going to be a problem, the problem will not be so much. It's a thing you can handle. With God, all things are possible. You can apply prayer and it will work for you. But a situation whereby the wife that is coming does not even see the family as if he is expecting mother-in-law to be there. The wife is expecting the mother-in-law not to even come to the house. The wife is looking into the mother-in-law as if she's not part of the family. The wife is looking into the mother-in-law as a bad person. The wife is looking toward the mother-in-law as an enemy. When you are not seeing that, it will continue generating problem within the family, and eventually it may affect the whole family at the end of the day. So we need to look into that very well and make sure that we create a very good relationship. What is that relationship? The best relationship to generate there or to create there is that pick your mother-in-law as your mother. Pick your father-in-law as your father. And let the husband do the same thing. When you do that same thing, both family will come together and they are going to bring a very peaceful atmosphere into the family, because they are seeing you as part of them. They are seeing both of you as part of them. Why they are seeing both of you as part of them is going to help the marriage, and the relationship will be very okay. So make sure that you create that one. I'm going to stop here for today. Next time we meet, then we start. May God be with you. Amen.